Hey everyone, it's Justin here. I hope you're doing great. Wanted to give you a quick market update, just some updated news on what's going on with real estate rates and the market in general. So with the third round of stimulus about to take place, that's basically going to infuse a lot of money into the economy. It's going to put a lot of money into the system. And when you have an infusion of money into a system that has not increased its value, that has not expanded, our economy hasn't grown, our system isn't becoming more valuable, but there's more money in play, that devalues the worth of that dollar. So that causes inflation, and inflation causes interest rates to rise. So with the stimulus continuing to happen, but also starting to see some economic recovery as the cases are starting to go down, there's kind of a light at the end of the tunnel. We got vaccines being rolled out. And overall, I think we're past the worst of what was to come from this whole ordeal. So with that said, I do think we are going to be seeing, slightly higher interest rates, not, greatly higher or anything like that, but I do think they're going to start to rise as you have more money going into the system, you have a little bit more inflation, but we don't have really any economic growth for some time. Current rates right now, the average, this is just an average that I'm pulling from a website, 30-year fixed 2.836, 30-year fixed jumbo 2.87, FHA around 2.8, VA around 2.4, 15-year around 2.2. That is the average rate that I'm seeing online. It's not for a specific scenario or whatnot. That's just looking at Optimal Blue is what it's called. And then overall, it's funny because we thought this whole COVID pandemic was going to collapse the market or really cripple it. And the market has just flourished despite COVID, not because of COVID, but despite COVID. And what happened, the reason why is just lack of inventory and a high demand. Just the demographics of the home buyer right now, there's a lot of people entering the market and there's just not enough homes. And then coupled with the low interest rate, it's just really fueled things up where, prices are just rising and rising and rising. As far as people talking about a bubble, yeah, we are in a bubble, but what would cause that bubble to collapse? Well, a high amount of unemployment that turns into a high amount of foreclosures that flood the market. I don't think we're going to have a flood of foreclosures on the market because I do think the banks would restrict that to keep the market tight. Unfortunately, it's manipulation. I think they did it before after the 2007 and 8 crash. I think there was some market manipulation in play a few years after when there was what they called the shadow inventory. I do think that would happen again. Overall, if you look at the credit profile and the financial profile, the debt profile of homeowners today versus homeowners in 2006 and 7, it's completely different night and day. Anyways, if you have any questions on this or anything else, just let me know. Otherwise, I hope you're doing great. Thank you.